I'm gonna wait, as I usually do. Let's go smoke. Ah. I don't expect many people, if anybody, to show up, to be honest. This angle is terrible. Come on. Hill. That's hill. Oh, glad that's like those people on my feet all last night. Nobody said anything to me. I'm like, I feel so betrayed. Nobody said shit. Long time no see, Charlie. Hello. Yes, it has it's been it's been quite a year and 2 years. Has it been 2 years since I last live streamed? No, maybe. It's been over a year. That's all I know. Oh god, it's been quite the fucking roller coaster now. I've been good and I've been bad. I've been terrible. I've been worse. It's cola, not beer, so at least we have that going for us. Have you been, Charlie? I've been seeing you busy with a lot of stuff too. It's been too long. Absolutely. I mean, I'm sure you saw my Facebook post. I made a Facebook post on my private account. I fucking I had to trick myself into doing this because I've been trying to come back. I've been trying so hard to come back and do live streams and talk about all the things that's been going on in my life and everything. A big part of it is just that I haven't really wanted to. Like straight up, no filter, no bullshit. Like I just didn't want to. And I've been dealing with that because I don't want to do anything anymore, which is it's weird and also very bad for me as a creative person. I mean, this is the most I can get myself to do nowadays. It's it's a struggle, and yeah, I've been dealing with a lot. I I'm struggling to maintain weight right now, and it's fun. It's fun struggling with weight issues, especially when you can't the weight because it's just losing because you're not eating because you have no appetite and you don't know why. So you smoke weed to get yourself hungry, and it's a vicious cycle. Anymore, and it sucks. I don't have the money to go shopping, so I just deal with it. I got a whole bunch of baggy ass clothes, and I like it because nobody really questions like how much weight I've lost. Some of your posts have and me trying to put out positive vibes your way. Thank you. I know. Yeah, I know. My posts have been like. I look back on some of my posts and man, they're just dark and fucked up and like, and it's like nothing I ever post is happy anymore because it's not. Life sucks. Um, it's been a shit show and a half. I don't talk to anybody much anymore. I don't hang out with the same people for sure anymore at all. Period. Um, I've invited them out to things and they won't come out to me. I have to go out to them and nobody wants to come out to me. So it's like I just kind of stopped talking to those people where it's like a one way street. And it's just like, nah, there's some middle ground here or not at all. That's where I've had to come to because it was really becoming detrimental for my mental health and it did. It put me into a meltdown. I also had gone through a lot as far as self realization with how I was raised by my lovely parents. You know, they tried their best, but I'm realizing the values and everything that I was raised with were from crazy people. Straight up crazy people. Cult people. And I had to have that awakening and that realization of everything that I've ever known, everything that I've ever grew up with. It was all bullshit. It was all bullshit from crazy people. And that put me in a bit of a tailspin. Not gonna lie, it was that was a rough several months. Because I was also going through stalker issues that came to quite a head. Um, Wait, no, it's been over a year now. Had my stalker arrested twice because they just don't know how to fucking understand what "leave me alone" means. Leave me the fuck alone means leave me the fuck alone. If you're not gonna leave me alone, I'll get the authorities to tell you to leave me alone, and if that doesn't work, then they'll arrest you. This is my life. I hate it. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of comedy lately. Looking like this, which is the greatest part. Well, in my opinion, I love looking like this and then going up on stage and knowing that there's a lot of people in the audience that are probably like, oh fuck, I didn't think she was gonna go up and try to make us laugh. She makes me have fucking nightmares. Stalkers be stalkery, unfortunately. Nothing gets through to them. Yeah, especially like this one. Like, goddamn, like, ugh. And then they try to pretend that they know the laws, and in the courtroom, the judge was even just like, just stop it. Just stop. Nobody cares. It was sad. It was so sad. Oh my god. I wish I could have like gosh, I wish I could have like fucking recorded that and put that on here just for my own humor. Just for my own humor. But I know I can't, and that's fine. But I have that twisted humor, you know, it's like I like letting people just ruin themselves. Let them talk. Let them ruin themselves. It's like another comedian actually in this industry, which is actually part of the reason why I really wanted to jump on and live stream now, because like there's this guy in the comedy scene that just won't shut up. Like, and all I'm gonna say is that I don't fuck with Ty Rivera. I don't, and he can be all nice and say nice things about me, and that's great. Um, but no, we were civil for Cameron's sake because Cameron was a comedian in a comedy community, passed away very suddenly, very unfortunately. I unfortunately never got the chance to really get to know the guy. I only like spoke to him briefly a few times. Brad knew him a lot better than I did, so we were out drinking with friends, you know, in remembrance of Cameron. And somebody wants to, you know, you give them an inch and they take 2 fucking miles. You know, it's like why? Why do you have to make something that it's not? It wasn't anything more than being civil for the sake of the loss of somebody in our community. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a mild form of narcissism on their end. Oh, 100%. 100%, Charlie. Oh my god. If only, if only this was a video call. Like, I would tell you some of the crazy shit that this stalker was saying. Oh my god. Like on a for real level, I really honestly don't know. Okay, for real though. Okay, when it comes to my stalker, she does scare me. I'm not gonna lie, she scares me because she's crazy. She doesn't know how to stay away when she's been told repeatedly by judges, by police officers to stay away from me, and that scares me. And this person has stalked me for almost 12 years now. And that's a long time to stalk somebody. And it's like, when is it going to end? When are we going to grow up? When are we going to realize that you can't control somebody else's life? And, like, it doesn't matter how much you hate them, you can't be the one that just enforces bad on them and then expect nothing bad to happen to yourself. That's where I'm like incredibly confused with this person who's older than me, who knows better than me, who refuses to accept the law for what it is, which is like, it's like that's a very mentally ill person, like, by a lot. And so yeah, on a for real level, she scares me. And I am thankful for the authorities, and I'm thankful for my protection order, and I'm thankful to actually be going back to court along with the state against her to make her understand there are consequences to your actions. Because apparently people forget that. Russ again! Hey! I'm so glad you guys are popping in. I'm so happy. I know it's been so long. I've just been on like the craziest shitstorm of the past 2 years that I never expected. But I'm getting there. I feel I feel a lot more confident in myself now than I did the last time you saw me. And I feel like that's a great bonus. That's a great thing. I'm very happy when it comes to my self confidence in that aspect. I've gotten a lot better with speaking up for myself. I've gotten a lot better without taking shit from people that I nobody deserves to take shit from anybody. But I've been learning to speak up against it. Uh, Thinking of it, I'm thinking either mild narcissism or some sort of mental disorder that's preventing them from grasping common sense, reality, or consequences. I believe it. I wouldn't doubt it because I mean, thank you, Watson. I I try not to think too much about it because honestly, she's not even worth my time at all. But I mean, there is a part of me that does care on a human level of just like there's something wrong with you, and if you are seeking therapy or help in that aspect, you need a second opinion because they're not doing you any justice and they're not helping you. They're hindering you, or you're hindering yourself because they're not telling you what you need to hear instead of what you're wanting to hear. Can't help those that don't want to be helped, unfortunately. That's another thing that I've come to realize. Like, I just need to back away when people just don't want to be helped. They don't want to have anything to do with it. They're very happy making their own repeated mistakes and blaming others for it. And it's just like, okay, I had enough. I'm out. That's why I don't talk to Emmy anymore. And I don't have anything to do with Emmy. I unfortunately had to cut that off because is the same thing over and over and over again with the same excuse over and over and over again, hurting so many people that did not deserve it because she just refuses to accept her own responsibilities. It refuses to accept her own issues and her own problems to stop hurting other people, and that's where I was just like, I've had enough. I've had enough. I couldn't even talk to her the last time I saw her. She wouldn't let me talk. She kept talking over me and interrupting me and being like, "Oh no, it's not what you think. It's not what you think." And I'm like, "You don't even know what I think because you won't let me talk." So no. I was just like, "No, bye. I'm done." I mean, 20 years was great, but I'm done. I'm done. Um, so yeah, sometimes you have to let people go for your own self care. Exactly. Exactly. And it's the thing that I've noticed too is a lot of people like to straight up like control my life, and that's really bothered me realizing that. And it's like, no, you don't control anything I do. No. And I've had to really force myself to look at everything honestly and be upfront with that and just be okay with confronting it and okay with stating how I feel about it while also saying no more. And it sounds a lot easier than it actually is. But it's been a process. I'm not gonna lie. It's been, I mean, fuck. I mean, my family doesn't like the fact that they have no say over me anymore, and it doesn't affect me the way that it did. and it sucks because I would love to have my siblings part of my life, but they don't care to treat me like a human being. So it's like, fuck you, live your life, I'm gonna live mine, and you're not gonna be a part of it. And oh, too bad, I don't care. You should have thought about shit before you did it. But everybody always says that to me, but they don't have to live by that. Never. It's always me. And I don't know why. Because maybe I listen and maybe I actually like take it into consideration and I actually make changes, to accommodate them. And now that I'm not doing that anymore, they're all pissed about it. I live my life for myself, not for others. But yeah, I do still smoke, and I'm sorry, but life's hard. Life's hard, man. I've gone through fucking. Okay, I've not gone through, but I have changed jobs 3 times this year. I started off with one job, I had a different job, and now I'm at a different job. But I work from home now. I'm home all the time, and I don't have to deal with people in my face. I just have to deal with them in emails. But I love it. I love that I work from home. I'm always there for my kids, like day and night now. It's great. It drives me nuts sometimes, cause man, it's just like sometimes it's like I'm working. I think constructive criticism, that's one thing. At least it's something you can compromise on. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing that I kept trying to explain to my siblings is it's like you're not even trying to critique me in a way to help me. You're straight up judging me and chastising me and talking shit about me, talking shit behind my back about me to the point where I was getting messages from strangers. Strangers messaging me being like, I think this is your brother and I think he's talking about you and I don't think that's cool or okay. And I'm just like, yeah, thank you, but it's alright. He's a piece of shit. It's like, fuck it. I don't have to impress them. I don't have to appease them. Just like they don't have to appease me. So it's like, bye. You don't like me. Why do people insist on being like forcibly around me when they don't like me? It's like, go away. You don't like me, go away. Why is that so hard? Why is that so hard? Ah, people. I feel like quarantine's really fucked people up socially, like the social cues just aren't there anymore. They're not clicking anymore. Like people even like, okay, you guys know this is neck paint, right? I paint my neck black. I've told you guys this when the last live stream that I did. I did this for the first time, and it's evolved. Hello, but um, I love doing it like this now. And so like people will look at my neck and they're like, oh, is that like a tattoo? Like that's hardcore. And I'm just like, no, it's just neck paint. And they're like, oh, really? And they've got to like touch it. They got to touch my neck. Why? Don't touch me. Stay away. Fuck off. Don't touch people. Especially without their permission. And just because they're wearing body makeup or something, that doesn't give you permission to touch them. Why? People are fucking crazy. Ah! I don't get it. I don't. Are you guys a fan of Corpse at all? I'm a fan. That's been a new thing. Brad makes fun of me a lot. He doesn't like Corpse. Although he got me on Ghost Ming. I like that. Well, dear, as much as I would love to stay on, I am about to hit the bed. I'll message you on Facebook tomorrow. I've got the day off. Oh, wonderful. Yes, message me. Love you, Charlie. Get some rest. Mwah. Thank you for hopping on. I really appreciate you. Truly, I do. I honestly wasn't expecting anybody to jump on because it's been so long since I did this and I did no heads up whatsoever. I'm just like on Facebook, like, hey, you're about to head on. I don't know. I don't know. I I I want to make an excuse that I took a fat dab before I signed on, but I didn't. I'm just over it. I'm over so much. And it's just like I'm trying so hard. Love you, Charlie. Mwah. I'm trying so hard to teach my kids to not fall for the same shit that I've fallen for and everything. I'm trying to have them learn from my mistakes now so they make less mistakes later, or the mistakes that they make were something I can prevent because I didn't have that experience. And whatever the case may be, I'm just trying to do my job as a parent, trying to keep my kids alive and keep them cool, keep them well, make sure everything's kosher with them, even though we're not Jewish. uh, I'm all over the place. I'm trying to floof my hair because I like the crazy look. I mean, obviously, you like it. Awesome. I hope they do. I've been playing around with different like I guess makeup designs and shit. So like I'll change it up, but like this is like my current favorite with the Jiraiya tears, the like lines across the nose. I don't know. This is a Lady Tsunade, Thousand Healings. Um, and of course, upside down cross because why not? Oh, I'm so glad you love it. Um, but yeah, and the mouth, like I do it differently. Like almost every night today, I went a little off this way because I actually fucked up. So I was like, well, we're going with it. Thank you. The eye is a new addition. The eye is the latest addition. Um, I came across a sale. I can't even remember the company's name off the top of my head, but I came across a sale for colored eye contacts. It was a Halloween sale for like one pair was $10, and I was like, that's a fucking steal. I made sure I looked up the reviews and everything first, and the only thing that I saw was that like they tend to wear thin faster than other contacts. And I have experienced that with one already. I had to toss it even though I only wore it twice, but it doesn't matter to me. I bought a few pairs so that way I don't have to worry about getting any eye infections or anything. Because I will admit I don't really know how to take care of contacts because I've never had any prescription contacts. I do my best, but it is your eyeballs. You want to be as careful about it as possible. Oh my goodness, Christy! Hi! I was not expecting you to hop on. Hi! You should have heard my meltdown earlier. I fucking went on a tangent. I'm just like, I said fuck it to these people and to these people and to these people. I'm like, I don't really talk to many people much anymore these days because quarantine showed me their true colors, especially when it comes to my family. So sucks. But how are you doing, Christy? I miss you so much. I always tell my boyfriend about you and the crazy stories that we have. So like he's always said that like if you ever come into town, he wants to meet you. Because I told him how hilarious you are too. Because you would love our comedy nights. I cannot wait. Oh my gosh. I hope to get you out here one day just so I can drag you to some comedy shows. And oh my god, we would have so much fun. You would get along with so many of the comedians and everything too. God. Christy is witty as fuck. I wish I could have her on here so you guys can hear how fast she is with a fucking comeback. Always would get me fucking cracking up so fucking hard. Christy's a boss. But yeah, it's not that cold tonight, and I have a blanket on my lap. But I'm a wee little bitch. That's what happens when you hang out with comedians too much. You just call yourself a bitch. I'm just too honest. That's basically it. I mean, straight up. I mean, I freaking I had people. I'm so happy. Last night I had a great ass set. I had people laughing hella hard, and I was like really proud of that. I'm like, fuck yeah! Like it's nice to have a good set on stage. Um, and Juliana, of course, took pictures, so I got those posted on my Facebook. I need to post them on my Instagram. I need to post on my Instagram more often. I never post on there. I maybe do the story here and there, but that's about it. I don't have any new tattoos to show. I wish I did. I wanted to, but I don't have any to show. I want to get some real work done for tattoos. I want to get this hand done. I want to get this whole arm done. I don't know if I want to get it done in anime or if I just want to get like a fucking like a dragon sleeve or what. I don't know. I just want ink. What? She's not old enough. How? Baby fair. Not Christy. I just felt like five more gray hairs pop out of my head. I want to get a tattoo, but I'm scared of committing. She's 17. I signed off on it. That's awesome. Oh my god. She's 17. Oh my god. Oh my god. 17. Tattoos are great, awesome. Definitely, just make sure you go through. Yes, please send me photos. Um, go through any artist that you want to get a tattoo done by. Go through their portfolio and be critical. Be scrutinizing. If you see wobbly lines, or if they only have like artwork on paper, be like, no, I want to see your work done on skin because it's three-dimensional and it's a different medium. And plus, they're also working with a gun that's vibrating. So if you only see their paper drawn artwork and it looks great, it still could easily mean that they suck at tattooing, unfortunately. So always ask for a portfolio. Make sure it's actual photos of the tattoos. Make sure you see that they are clean lines. You want to see nice, clean, thin lines, especially because the thicker the lines, the more that means that they've had to go over it to make it look straight and clean. So the thinner the lines and the cleaner that it is, the more skilled that artist is. So there's some tips for you. Um, you can't really look up Yelp or Google reviews anymore nowadays. I've heard that like companies are just straight up buying reviews now, and it's like you can't trust it. It's like, God damn, you leave it to people to fucking ruin it for other people, you know? But anyway, I should actually be going to two places tonight. I should go to Free Zone and then go to Dive Bar, but Dive Bar is fun. Dive bar is usually where we end up just going to. We end up always skipping out on Free Zone. We've only been to Free Zone twice. The last time I went was the first time I got up on stage at Free Zone, and it was like right after we got in, so I didn't even get a chance to get a drink or anything. We were just like thrown up on stage, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I have nothing prepared. Isn't that great? So yeah, no, that was oh, I did Edna the other day. I brought Edna out. It's been a long time since I've done Edna too. I hadn't had the energy. Dude, Edna's got energy that I don't have, and it's weird to say because she comes from me. So I gotta save that shit up and then bring her out, and then I have to recover afterwards. So many people want to see Edna. I don't know. And I'm talking up a storm because it's a one-way video call is basically what this is. So I'm like chatting it up so it's not so dead air, and my cigarette keeps going out. I've tried I've tried to quit I think maybe once this year, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I think only once this year I tried. It's easier being a character, less vulnerability. Yeah, and I think that's why it's kind of exhausting for me to do Edna nowadays. Oh, family time. Okay, Ross, it was so great to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I feel like I've become more comfortable and confident in myself, especially looking like this, shockingly. I'm sure it's not shocking to you, Christy. I'm sure you figured that this was going to be an inevitability for me. It just took me a long time to figure that out. But I really like looking like this, and I feel so confident looking like this. Emily, hi! I know it's been so long. I had to jump on, but yeah, I've never felt more confident with looking this creepy and crazy, and it's not Halloween. So, and oh my god, I did get that fucking kind of comment the other day though. It was so annoying. Not shocking at all. Be your true self, right? Right, and the kids love it too, and that was the biggest thing. That was my biggest worry. Was like I was like, I'm not gonna do anything that makes the kids uncomfortable. If they're creeped out by me or freaked out by me, I don't want to do it. But they've all given the approval, so that's all that matters to me. They love it, and in fact, it's so funny because my oldest, they always take pictures of me all the time, and like they'll even tell me they're like, "Can I take a picture of you for my friend?" And I'm just like, okay, fine. It's so weird. I'm just like, why? The teenagers, I can't believe it. 13 years old now, and I feel like I have surpassed 13 gray hairs. My hair, I keep up the red now because of the amount of gray I have. It's bad. I went through my hair the other day because like my roots are starting to come back out again. And the last time I colored it, there's so many gray hairs. They love seeing you happy, and you can't be happy being someone you aren't. Exactly. Exactly. And I feel like Edna's still like part of who I am, but it's just that it again it takes a lot of energy to whip out Edna, so it's like nowadays too. Yeah, yeah, 13, not great. Look at me. Bella's right behind, 8 years old now. God damn it! Ah, and Bella too. God, Bella's like so smart and so strong-willed. That child, she knows how to fucking hold an argument and like defend herself and like even call you out on shit all in the same way and like in the same structure of like saying it all at once. And I'm just like, that's not fair. Like, how can I punish you if you're sitting there like being like, but you said to do this? And it's like, God damn it, fuck, I did tell you, didn't I? Get out of here. No, Bella hardly ever gets in trouble. Actually, Bella's a really good kid. Nani is too. Nani is too. They get behind on their school assignments, and then I have to start taking things away. But yeah, it's been fun with working from home, being at home with my kids. It's great, and I love it. But I have also missed a camaraderie with coworkers and everything. So it's been like a bittersweet situation because like the work also like very much encourages you to do like independent work and everything. So it's great for my ADHD especially. Jesus Christ, I can actually like work and focus and hyper focus and always have something to do, and it's so nice to have. And I get obsessive with it, and apparently I've gotten myself into a situation where I guess I'm like I'm like the star agent now, and I'm like, yay, because of self hatred and ADHD. Unmedicated. I was medicated last year. That's another thing. I went on Adderall last year, y'all. That shit is crazy. I was officially diagnosed with ADHD. I got asked if I wanted to try Adderall to see if it would help. I was also taking antidepressants at the time. Not a good mixture. Um, I did end up getting off of the antidepressants before getting up on Adderall, and there was still some side effects from the antidepressants from how long I took them, and then not giving a long enough time in between the antidepressants and then starting Adderall that kind of fucked me up a little bit. And then once I started getting used to the Adderall and everything started calming down again, I started having like the side effects really start showing their face. That was not fun. I was having really, 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 really bad side effects of rage and like temper tantrums, I called them, because I literally would like stomp my feet, and it was almost like I was like removed from myself too. Like I was looking at myself throwing these fits, and I'm just like, that's not me. That's not what I do, and I definitely don't do that when I'm mad. Like what the hell? So talked to my psychologist about it, and I told him that I wasn't comfortable being on Adderall anymore. And she gave me the go ahead to start weaning myself off, and she gave me some tips and tricks and everything. And then when I was ready to come back to maybe try a different medication, my psychologist very suddenly passed away from cancer. And then my insurance dropped. And I'm now without therapy, which sucks. But my work, I'm supposed to get insurance with my work. I had to deny it at first just because I had to like catch up with some debt, of course, adulthood. Um, oh, how did I forget to mention the biggest fucking news that I have? Period. The biggest fucking news. I bought a car. I bought a car. My very first car. I bought it earlier this year. It was like a late birthday present to myself. And yeah, it was great. I was gonna end up with a Prius at first. Thank God that didn't work out. But yeah, it's a little Toyota. Thank you, Chrissy. I'm hella excited because my mom is just grabbing something from the freezer. But I'm hella excited because yeah, I yes, yay, car! It's my very first car I bought with my own money, and saved up for it and everything. Brad helped me get it. We just got one too. Nice. I got mine used. I got very 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 lucky with it because it was like through Craigslist, which I was not not the greatest on. I'm like I've heard so many horror stories with Craigslist, especially out here in Vegas. I wasn't completely trusting of the situation, but went out there, met up with the guy, saw his car, found out he ran his own little car dealership and everything. And he helped us out, and he was so great, and he explained everything, and like even gave us the car facts, like the car history shit and everything. So it was like it was amazing, and he was super 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 helpful, and it made it seamless, like a total seamless transaction. And we were able to go pick up the car because Brad drove his car, so we had to come all the way back, get a ride out there, and then take the car home because I didn't drive it at the time yet. I still technically shouldn't. I don't have a driver's license, but I don't like drive anywhere crazy or anything like that, and I definitely do not drive with any passengers. Like I mean, fuck no. I drive by myself if I do drive, and it's usually to the closest 7-Eleven, and it's because I don't want to walk because there are crazies in my neighborhood. I don't know if you guys know this, but there was a thing that actually it kind of made like social media news too about the guy knocking on the lady's door in a Las Vegas neighborhood saying that he wants to go inside so he could rape and kill her very casually. And the guy ended up getting arrested, thankfully, and all that stuff. Yeah, that was in my neighborhood. And I actually ended up getting interviewed from Fox 5 while I was in my front yard just trying to mind my own business. And they were asking me about it. It's like, yeah, this is what happens. This is the hood. That's why I call it the hidden ghetto. This is what happens. And apparently that poor sick lady, like apparently like the other day there was another crazy that fucking knocked on her door. It's crazy. I thought that looked like your neighborhood. Yeah, yeah, that was. You recognize it. That was my hood. That was. Uh, I don't want to say how far away that was from me, but it's not very far at all, unfortunately. I just don't want to say on the internet how far away that house was from me. Let's just say it's definitely in walking distance, um, and super scary, super scary that it happened. Yeah, and we were all kind of shook up from it, but at the same time, I was more so on the aspect of like time to get some guns because I ain't playing. Mama don't play, not no more. Especially Jesus Christ. I am so I'm so over everything. I don't know if it's just being 32 now or what, but I am so over bullshit. Like I don't fuck around with anything anymore. I'm just like, nope, let's get rid of it. Cut it off like a tumor. Cut it off and cauterize it. Leave it. Leave it for dead. Ah, old age is fun. To wake up with my back hurting. I go to sleep with my back hurting. Great. Oh, I gotta figure out my appetite issues because it sucks. I try really hard to make sure I'm taking in enough calories a day, and a lot of the times I don't. My teeth are getting affected by it. My teeth are like, oh, they're awful. My hair is super thin now. My hair used to be hella thick. And it would break hair ties, and now I have to put a shit ton of products in it just to make it look thick. It sucks. It's not a fun way to live. I do not endorse or encourage any kind of eating disorders because this is not fun. And I don't know why I don't have an appetite. It sucks. There was something else. You need to take care of yourself. I know, I don't, I know, I know, and I know a lot of like my teeth problems too are because of my stress. So I catch myself a lot clenching and like tightening my jaw a lot, and I'll even catch myself in the middle of the night grinding my teeth, and it sucks because I hate that. It cringes me so bad, and yet I do it. Fun times, but I'm just I don't know. I'm just stubborn, and I do keep track. I do keep track of how little I'm eating. It's like when I need to eat, it's like okay, I'm gonna take a fat ass bag. I'm gonna wait for the munchies to come, and I'm not gonna munch. I'm gonna wait for a nice big meal, and I'm gonna work on that until the plate is clean. And I do it. I ate a shit ton of food yesterday. Brad and I went out for Red Lobster for a little anniversary date thing, and we do a once a month kind of little date night thing, just the two of us, and we went out to Red Lobster last night for it, and it was so great. But like I was sitting there and looking at all the food, and I'm like, oh no, this is gonna be so much seafood that we can't really like reheat or anything. We can't really reheat seafood, so not good. And I was so worried about it, but man, I destroyed it. I was proud of myself. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, I could get through that. I just needed to take my time. That's all. Dominic? Somebody started following me. Sorry, caught my attention. But yeah, um, tonight we have Free Zone, which is a gay bar, and we do our Monday Fundays there. Ian Rainier, he does the whole Fundays thing. So if you ever see me post a Funday flyer, that's Ian. Um, I don't know who's featuring tonight. Don't know who's featuring, or do I know? I don't know, but I should ask. I haven't gotten booked since last year, and that was my first booking. And that was last year, and I know I gotta ask, and I haven't been because I'm shy and I feel awkward asking for bookings. So I gotta get over that. So I feel like I've gotten better. Oh God, I got some major laughs last night. It was so great. I felt so great. It was just a great crowd. I had great jokes. It was great. It was the best 5 minutes that I've had in a long time. I, that could be a joke in itself. Um, sorry, my brain is like in its own world, making jokes in my head as I'm talking. Yeah, I gotta get over it. I gotta get over my little social anxiety that I still have. And oh, thanks. Yeah, I want you to come too. I know you're gonna have so much fun, Chrissy. I need to go out and visit you, and you need to come out here and come out to comedy with me, and so I can introduce you to everybody because they'll love the shit out of you. I know it. And my dog was just looking at me through the back door. It's so cute. Um, oh, Spooky Boy, my spooky kitty, my outdoor kitty. I don't know if you guys remember, but I had to bring him inside and make him an indoor kitty because he got really badly injured, got attacked or something. We don't know if it was a dog or a cat. We don't know, but he had a really bad arm infection. We've been taking care of him, getting him back to health. The infection wasn't going away, so we had to take him to the vet, and they cleaned it all out and gave him antibiotics and everything that he needed. Thank God. Doesn't need surgery. Doesn't need anything major. Thank God. He's doing great. He's healing so well. He's in the home stretch. We're on our last antibiotic, and it ends on Friday, and then he can be a roaming house kitty because we had him kind of cooped up in my bedroom so he could recover. And I feel so bad because I want him to roam. I want him to explore the house and find his comfy spot. But I had to make him heal first because he's a little bitch and kept licking it too. I had to keep getting him a bigger cone every time. I first started off with getting him. It was like a loaf of bread, so I called him my inbread. And he kept licking his arm. He was able to reach his arm, so I got him a bigger one. It was a flower, and he figured even that out. He figured out if he just tucked his chin under in the right sort of way, he was able to like lick all the way up his arm. And I was just like, you son of a bitch! So I got an even bigger one, and now that one's doing good. He can't reach his goddamn arm. It's been working great, but every so often he'll get cat shit on it, so I gotta wash it, and then I gotta keep a fucking eye on him throughout the whole time while it's in the washer. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, I hate this. I want this to be over. Heal already. I can't wait for that damn cone to be off his head because I feel bad for him. I have to give him daily scratches because he can't reach his ears to scratch his ears, and he's just sitting there with his ears just like, I'm just like, oh my goodie. Oh, and he's getting so fat. Oh, when we brought him in, he was probably close to around 4 pounds, and now he's like 11 pounds. He's a fatty. And he's so cute. He pounces like a kitten. Like when he jumps on the bed, he jumps like a rainbow. It's fine. Every time. Cutest. Oh God, here comes my bed. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. I'm almost done. I promise. My awkward family. But yeah, I I've been busy. A lot. It's been crazy. Oh, I forgot to mention about poor Saki. Sakura passed away in March earlier this year. That was. Oh, I don't even think I can talk about it. I don't think I'm not gonna because I don't want to cry on my live stream back. I don't want to cry talking about my dog. Um, but yeah, she passed away in March, and it wasn't entirely unexpected. We knew she was very old, and it was getting time. So, and then now we got Spooky Boy, and we got Dallas still. Huh, Dallas? Yes, you're still a good girl. Dallas is the cutest as always. Yes, I know, perfect girl. I know. She was such a sweet, sweet girl, and it really it hurt us. It hurt us a lot. It tore us for quite the loop, and like I said, I don't want to get too much into it because I don't want to cry. Um, I miss her. But anyway, let's talk about something else. Okay. So, um, yeah, I do dabs now. I do not smoke flower anymore when it comes to the devil's lettuce, or I guess as some would say, my fuel. Um, Flower just doesn't do it anymore, unfortunately. My tolerance is so ridiculously high. Give a like and keep being awesome, everybody. Thank you, Frozen Fury. I appreciate that. You have an awesome night. Um, that's so nice. That's so sweet, man. Maybe I should come back and start doing live streams on the regular again. You know, maybe the internet isn't such a terrible place when I left it. Oh, you're awesome. But yeah, I I love flour. Don't get me wrong. I do love a good bong rip, but I had to move flat because it hits. The internet is either a good or a bad place, depending. Very true. Very, very true. Yes, do more. I miss seeing your face. Oh, Christy, I miss seeing yours. I love your family photos you guys did. The same via the world just gotta be around the right people, or at least try to. Yeah, very much so. I've gone through that this last year, actually, this last year and a half. Had to cut out a lot of people in my life for all, my own mental health and my own mental well being, because I just started realizing I was always having to explain myself to people, and when I didn't give them answers that they were expecting or wanting from me or were okay with, then all of a sudden it was, criticizing everything that I do. And it's just like, look, I don't live my life for you. I live my life for me. And I had to cut off a lot of people to where I unfortunately, I did it like probably the shittiest way where I just stopped talking to them and then eventually just started unfriending them and blocking them and everything so I don't have to talk to them. But I had to do it for my health. I had to do it because I was in such a dark place because I felt like nothing I did was good enough for other people. And then I realized, why does it have to be good enough for other people? It should just be good enough for me. And as long as it's good enough for me, what the fuck matters? And it's like, yeah, I always strive for better, always strive to, have a better life and everything. And Brad does that for me. He helps me all the time. He is the fuel to my fire. He helps me just keep going. he gives me that encouragement, and he criticizes where I need criticizing, but he's always encouraging along with it. He's not just demeaning or belittling or anything like that. It's constructive criticism and encouragement. And he opened up my eyes to that. He opened up my eyes to seeing that that's what I've been needing and not receiving. So I had to make some very difficult choices, but I've been so much better because of it. Oh, not having to deal with shit that's not even my problems. Welcome to my world. Being too nice had to cut off a lot of people, as well as otherwise would turn into using me. Yeah, instead of actually being a friend. But it's life. Exactly. 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 Couldn't have said it better. I could not have said it better. That is exactly it, and it's unfortunate, because I do feel I do, but I just can't have them in my life, and that's okay. Maybe eventually we can like come back and reunite and all that, but as of right now, I think we're just on two very different paths. It's like they need to go through their shit. I'm going through my shit. I know I'm going through it right now. Like holy hell. Uh, fuck. I mean, I do this just to, feel comfortable in my own skin nowadays, but at the same time, I enjoy doing it. I shouldn't be criticized and told, "Oh, you need to talk to a therapist so that way you're comfortable without having to do all that." And I was like, "No, like this is let me have it. Just let me have it. You know, like, let me have this. I enjoy it. I don't like looking at my bare face. My bare face, my eyebrows are half shaved off, and like, it's just no. I like this a lot better. Everyone goes through shit. It's impossible not to. For real. For real. Yeah, it's all part of life. It's all got its ups and downs, and I've had some downs in this past year and a half, but I've also had some incredible ups. Like I said, I got my very first car this year. I changed jobs so many times, but each job was better than the last as far as like financially. Um, I mean, as far as like other things, like uh, my last job, not my current job, but my last job that I had, it was bad. It was terrible. I do not recommend. I do not recommend working in a highly popular dispensary. That's all I'll say. I do not recommend it. It is the worst. Oh, it was bad. I hated every minute of it. It drained so much out of me, and it was just terrible. The people made it worth it. Like my coworkers, the bud tenders, and like other people, they all made it worth it. They all made it worth it. Man, the way that they run that place, they're running it into the ground, and I am looking forward to the day it shuts down. Cause man, they're burning that shit from the inside out. They don't know what they're doing. I tried helping them. I tried being like, look, I have the experience to know that what you're doing here is stupid, and here's why. And they're just like, you don't know what you're doing because you're just a host. And I'm just like, I took this position because it's all you had. You're an idiot, but okay, I'll let you go ahead and think that your company is doing great. Okay, you're just known as a revolving door. That's a bad thing to be known as, even for Vegas. Normally, we don't take bad things as bad because it's Sin City. I'm not even lying about that part. I'm not even kidding. People tend to take bad things and be like, "Yeah, that's what we're known for," and it's just like, why? It's not something to brag about. But anyway, um, what else? Oh, I did also want to mention about like the fucking. Comedians. Let's talk a little bit more about the comedians. Well, if that's the case, might as well play the song "Burn It to the Ground" by Nickelback. Nickel. I'm good. Nickelback is just, it just gets so much hate just for being Nickelback, and yet they weren't really all that bad. They were bad, but not that bad to the amount of shit that they get. But no, yeah, I'm actually like with this doing comedy and everything. I've been in comedy now for 2 years. Yay! I've been doing stand up comedy 2 years. I'm getting my niche. I'm getting my flow. I feel like I'm a lot more comfortable on stage now than I've ever been. I still get nervous, especially for a new stage. If it's a stage I haven't been on yet, I start shaking. Like it's my very first time, and I like it though. I like it. I like that little bit of stage fright. It's like, oh, I still have it. I'm still scared. You know what? It's nice to know that you can still have those humble feelings, and that's what I wanted. I want to know that like I'm not just like so full of myself or just like not caring or numb to the world that I just don't even get scared or nervous anymore. It's like I feel those nerves and I'm like, good, okay, we're still human on some level. Okay, we're good. We're golden. We're making it through. But um, there's a stage in particular that has been bothering me as far as I want to support it. I do. I really, really want to support it, but I can't, morally speaking, because a friend of mine was groped at this venue, and the guy that groped her was a comedian, and or I should say, comedian, the piece of shit motherfucker who deserves to have his teeth knocked in, but groped my friend who was drunk and like fucking like barely like just turned 21 this year. This is her very first comedy show that she's ever gone to. She gets groped. It was just by a fucking loser. And the guys running that stage, they messaged me the next day, apologizing about that it happened, that they let that happen under their roof with their show going on, with the comedians that came out for that. And I'll read your comment in a second here, President. But yeah, they banned him, and he was no longer allowed to be there. And I was just like, great, wonderful, thank you for protecting our customers and our patrons and people who are there to help support other comedians as well as the bar itself. Like, that's great, thank you. And then the next week, they took it all back. Oh, we're just gonna let him come back. Everything's all fine now. Like, no, no, come on. Who the fuck do you think you are? First off, to just be like, oh, everything's fine now. Fuck you. I want to support your fucking venue, and I fucking can't because you can't get your head out of your ass. Like, stand your goddamn ground, people. Like, what the fuck? Whatever happened to that? Like, nobody stands their fucking ground. Stand your goddamn ground. Be like, no, you fucked up. You want to come here? You shouldn't have fucked up. There's the fucking door. Get the fuck out. You fucked up. These are the consequences. But everybody's all so quick to just be like, oh, maybe they didn't mean to. And it's just like, it doesn't matter. It happened. Fuck them. Fuck them. And the guy's not even funny. He's not even cool. He's not even nice. He's a piece of shit. And he's always annoyed everybody that he's ever come around. So why are they defending him to allow him to come back in the first place? It's just like, no. Mm-mm. Oh, that was my shoe. My shoe rubbed up against some clear plastic. But anyway, I digress. They aren't that bad. Some songs are actually pretty cool slash good. I feel the machine. Oh, I like Feed the Machine, and not that I would actually feed the machine. Never would rather that would rather be broke than that. But the meaning of it. I actually recently got into Ghost Main or Ghosty Main, however you pronounce it. Um, my boyfriend got me onto that, also, I have gone into Corpse. I love Corpse personally. I love that shit. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, it is like not the greatest of lyrics and shit and everything, but I like the beat, and that's mainly my biggest thing is the beats and the sound. That's what I go for. Is if it appeals to me, then I'll listen to it. But if it doesn't, then I can't. Like it'll annoy me rather than help me. But oh, Spirit Box. I almost forgot. My friend Chuck, who is bartender for Noreen after midnight, um, Chuck actually got me into Spirit Box. That's a really dope ass band too. He mainly got me into it because of the way that I do my makeup and everything. The lead singer kind of does her makeup like this, so it's really cool. And he was just like, "That's crazy that you don't even know about the band." And I'm just like, "I don't know about a lot of bands. I don't really listen to music all that much because I'm a little too picky. I'm so picky. It's bad. I'm ridiculously picky about my music. Like contact. I need to put some drops. I feel like I don't know. No, that's fine. I gotta realize it again. I've been streaming for over an hour. I'm so happy. I honestly didn't think I was gonna have like an hour's worth of shit to talk about. I thought I was gonna have to cut it short because I was gonna freak out and be like, "Oh, nobody wants to hear this." I never give myself enough credit, and I know a lot of people are guilty of this too. Give yourself credit. Give credit where credit is due, and that includes for yourself. This is your friendly reminder from Goth Mom. Oh, I need to stop laughing at my own jokes. But anyway, I do appreciate you guys coming out and saying hi and watching and chilling with me while I just white bitch moan and complain essentially. Um, for my first video back in over a year. But I do have to get going. I don't even know what time it is. But I love you guys. Christy, thank you so much. I love the shit out of you. Frozen, what's your name? Frozen Fury 009. Thank you so much for stopping in and giving a like and everything. You're so awesome. Thank you so being so great. That is just it means a lot. I've had a lot of people come in and just be shitty on my channel, so it's nice to see when people come in and they're awesome. So thank you, and I'll be back again. I will. We will. We'll be doing this on the regular again. Might not be on a regular schedule, but we'll be back to doing this. All right. Love you guys. Mwah. You have a great night. Be safe. Please be safe out there. Crazy, crazy world. Oh yeah, my little sign off. Yin Yang is balance, and the balance life always in yourself. I'll see you on the next one.